All right, let's talk about something we're all after, but it's surprisingly tricky to nail down, that feeling of total comfort in our own homes. We're going to dive into what it really takes to create that perfect space, whether you're building a new home or just trying to make the one you have feel a whole lot better. So let me ask you this. Is your home really, truly comfortable all year round? You know what I'm talking about. Do you have that one bedroom that turns into a sauna in the summer? Or maybe that corner of the living room that's always freezing in the winter? Yeah, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. And a huge part of that headache is just trying to find an expert you can actually trust. It can feel like a total gamble trying to pick the right HVAC contractor to work on one of the most important systems in your entire house. Okay, so let's start at the very foundation of comfort, because whether you're starting from scratch with a new build or you're thinking about upgrading an older home, the choices you make right here, they're going to set the stage for years to come. For a brand new house, getting the comfort system right is about way more than just picking out a big air conditioner. It's really about smart design. Think of it like your home's circulatory system. You've got to figure out exactly where the ductwork should run for perfect airflow and where to put the thermostat so they get a real reading. All those pieces have to work together perfectly to get a system that's not just comfortable, but also built to last. But hey, most of us aren't building new homes, right? We're living with older systems. And those old units can be serious energy vampires, just quietly hiking up your bills every month. And they always seem to have this sixth sense for breaking down at the absolute worst possible moment, like on the hottest day of the year. And this really lays out the choice so many of us face. On one side, you've got the old, unpredictable equipment with high bills and the constant worry of a breakdown. But on the other side, a modern system is an investment in just, peace and quiet. You get lower costs, reliable comfort, and a lot of the time you even get better, cleaner air to breathe. But listen, getting more comfortable doesn't always mean you have to rip everything out and start over. A lot of the time, the smartest move is to just optimize what you already have with some really efficient, targeted upgrades. Here's a thought. Why do we keep heating or cooling the entire house when we're really only using one or two rooms at a time? I mean, what if you could have precise temperature control, but just for the room you're actually in? And that's exactly where these things called ductless mini-splits come in. The whole idea is super simple. Use energy only where you need it. So instead of one giant central unit blasting air everywhere, these systems give you zoned heating and cooling. That means you can save a ton of money and get a level of personal comfort that a lot of central systems just can't touch. But, no matter how old or new your system is, the real secret to making it last is just proactive maintenance. It's not just about avoiding a breakdown. It's about that feeling, that peace of mind you get from knowing your system is just gonna work. That's priceless. So, what really goes on during a precision tune-up? Well, think of it as a health checkup for your HVAC. Clean filters and coils let the system breathe right, which is huge for efficiency. Making sure refrigerant levels are correct is key for cooling. And calibrating the thermostat ensures the whole operation runs smoothly. Every single one of these steps makes a direct impact on how well it works and how long it lasts. Okay, but let's be real. Even the best maintained machine can have a bad day. So what happens when your system suddenly dies? That's when you need more than a repairman. You need an emergency response team. Because problems don't punch a clock, do they? They don't stick to a 9-to-5 schedule. When you're in a crisis, the single most important thing is knowing that help is available, anytime, day or night. And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Just the simple reassurance that no matter when things go wrong, an expert is just one phone call away. In any repair situation, there are really only two things that matter: speed and accuracy. It doesn't matter if your AC gives out during a heat wave or your furnace quits in the middle of winter. The top priority is to figure out the problem fast, fix it right the first time, and get your home back to being comfortable. So when it's all said and done, everything we've talked about really boils down to one word: trust. So what actually separates a truly expert HVAC team from everyone else? It's such a simple idea, but it's so true. The technology is obviously important, but the real strength, the real difference, always comes down to the people. A team's dedication is what turns a good service into a great one. So what does real expertise look like on paper? Well, it starts with things like certifications and years of hands-on experience, for sure. But the best teams, they don't stop there. They're constantly training on the latest tech, and they're driven by a genuine passion for taking care of people. So after looking at how you can design, optimize, and maintain your home's climate, the final question is really for you. Are you ready to take control of your environment? Ready to level up your home's comfort and efficiency? If you are ready to take that next step, reaching out to a team of experts is the way to go. A quick call for a consultation can put you on the path to finally achieving that total home comfort we all want.